What's the best sex you've ever had?
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared. It's rhetorical. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't going to answer that one. I think that would be bad.
Thank God.
So,
unless listeners, you want to know,
no,
send us an email.
No, don't. Stop that.
Don't tempt the listeners. All right, fair enough.
Don't tempt the masses. Here we are. We get a new movie, and this is our holiday special.
Some would say, yeah.
Which I think we talked about in previous episodes. If you haven't been listening and keeping up with the catalog there, we were going to do a movie that was universally accepted as good, but maybe we won't like, or maybe have seen and didn't like. Right?
Correct. That was the premise. Yeah.
Have you seen the movie we're going to do?
No.
Okay. I don't think I have either. So
nice. Good.
But I don't know. Do you want to let everyone know what we're watching and what it's about?
Yeah, we're watching Love Actually, a little flick you might have heard of. I hate the log line. It's like not a sentence.
That's a good start to everything. I hate the log line.
I was angry when I copied and pasted into this document. So from IMDb, follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London, England.
There's only one comma in that entire thing, and it's used for London, England.
Yeah, like I could barely read that. And follows the lives of, like, you don't start a sentence with follows the lives of.
No.
What follows the lives of? There's no subject.
Yeah, this is a terrible start already. I love it. I love it actually. So yeah, this will be fun. This is gonna be so universally, I think, accepted film that people love.
Everybody British in this movie? Most of them?
No.
Good.
Most of them though are.
I hope we get some bad accents.
Do we have any fan service or we get into the trailer?
Nope, no fan service this week. So send us an email, listeners. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Don't or not.
Well, yeah, do what I say, and as I do.
All right, so this is the beginning of the breakdown for this movie, which I'm curious to see how this holds up. But we'll do our prognostication with Jared and Russ at the end. We're still sticking with that. We're gonna work on it. So let's see what holiday cheer this movie gets us into. Oh my God.
Dear God, whatever winter holiday you celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Good on you. Starts out with a rated R.
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
I assumed we were talking PG-13.
I was expecting PG-13 too, but I didn't realize, rated R for sexuality, nudity, and language.
Yeah, not interested. Not interested.
2003,
Well, in my mind, 2003 wasn't a big nudity year. Do you think it was? I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, yeah. 2003. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a pretty big nudity year.
I guess Blink-182 is running around, music videos.
Music videos, yeah.
Stuff at their peak of their powers almost. Shortly after the peak of their powers, I guess.
Yeah.
Something to think about. So we start with the Jackson 5, right? I Want You Back. Classic rom-com.
Classic Jackson 5, and then a very fast Universal logo. Like, whoosh, I don't know. Felt like it was fast. Right? Felt like it was like sped up film or something. And then we get a studio. Yeah, and we get a Studio Canal Plus or Canal Plus, whatever company.
Well, it's Studio Canal, and then it's a Canal Plus company, which
sounds like
yeah. It's a whole French thing. You wouldn't get it.
That sounds shady French. Oui.
Oh, it's shady.
This is an interesting opening to a trailer for a movie. Opening to this trailer is cuts of other movies made by the same production company and writer.
Working Title Films, whatever, which is a Universal company.
Yeah.
That's done like every rom-com ever.
And Richard Curtis, I guess. I didn't
remember that is.
I'm assuming he's a writer. I didn't look it up. I don't care. But we get the early 2000 movie guy voiceover throughout pretty much this entire trailer, right?
Yeah.
And he starts off with throughout the years, working title films and Richard Curtis have captured the euphoria, hysteria, and humiliation of love with the films Notting Hill, Four Weddings and a Funeral, and Bridget Jones's Diary.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Bridget Jones's Diary. all while showing clips of all these other movies.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's one way to start a trailer for another movie, showing 4 other movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I'm already like, what? I don't care about any of this already. This sucks.
Yeah, and it immediately confused me because I don't think I've seen most of those movies or several of those movies.
No, I mean, I know of them. I know of them, but
same. Yeah, sure. They're in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, definitely.
We say in the biz, but
then we get the title card this holiday season while the movie guy voiceover reads that to us. So
like I almost a whole page of my notes were the recaps of the other movies.
Oh yeah, do you want to go through those?
I mean, they're kind of an important part of the trailer, aren't they?
Sure.
I guess they
are. No, you're right. They are because they are. Go for it.
All right.
I'll let you lead this because I skipped over it.
It's okay. It's just like a big montage of romantic comedy scenes, right? Like we talked about. There's kissing in the snow. There's people on benches. There's a woman in a bathtub laughing, a guy on an exercise bike, a guy on a boat, like balancing between a couple of boats with a cigarette, like
that guy being Hugh Grant. Yeah.
I don't know what Hugh Grant looks like, but okay. Sure.
Okay.
And then, like you get like a guy who's out by a truck of flowers. Is that Hugh Grant too?
That's Hugh Grant as well. Yep.
Okay. Woman peeks out from behind a bookcase. Was that Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
Yes. Nailed it.
Yeah, you got that. I was going to say, yep.
All right. I was like, wait, I like frantically was looking around on IMDb afterwards. I was like, Julia Roberts isn't in this movie. Because I didn't realize these were the other movies at first.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Then there's a scene with there's a blender mishap. A woman is trying to use a blender and explodes.
It's from the famous Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah, if you say so.
Yep. Okay.
I haven't seen that. And yes, like the narrator is like bragging about all these movies that Richard Curtis and the film studio have been like, I don't care. I've never seen any of these. You're not setting up a success for me, in my opinion.
I think pretty much this trailer is, again, not directed towards us because if you're watching a trailer for this movie, you're probably seen those other 3 movies.
Right. And so like I thought some of those were this movie. And so I was like, wait, nothing yet to indicate that this is the Christmas movie that I know it is. And then he finally goes, the title card, this holiday season. And that's when I was like, now we're starting to talk about the movie.
Yeah.
30 seconds into this trailer.
I mean, really, this was the precursor to the countdown to the actual trailer. Kind of. So really Chaos Walking stole this from Love Actually.
You're right. Actually, now you say it.
Like they're building it up, like, and now
too much.
Here's the trailer.
Too much. I hate it.
Yep. Agreed. And now we're into it. Now we're into the actual movie.
Now it's Christmas. I can tell.
Yes. And we got Hugh Grant. That's the random guy who was on the boat doing the splits. That's Hugh Grant dancing on the stairs dangerously.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's what Hugh Grant looks like, huh?
Yeah, we went from Jackson 5 to quickly to the Beach Boys' Good Vibrations, right? Which kind of
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting choice.
Sure. Yeah, similar era, I guess. So fair enough.
I wouldn't really consider it a holiday song, I don't think, but
no.
What am I? I'm not a professional editor of trailers, so the fuck do I know?
What do I know? The Beach Boys definitely didn't record any holiday songs.
I mean,
were you about to see? I mean, they did, because that was the joke, buddy.
I was looking at you to make sure that was what you're.
Yeah, unlike all of these movies at the beginning here, I haven't seen. I have listened extensively to the Beach Boys catalog.
Sometimes I just look at you to make sure, he's not serious. He's dropping the sarcasm to me, isn't he, here?
/S. We're cutting to a studio audience, right? So he's like dancing dangerously on the stairs.
Yeah.
Cut to people dancing in Santa hats after the studio audience. It's very confusing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on. I think so. Sure. Whatever you say.
Right. And then there's a guy and a woman in what looks like waiting room chairs. Maybe you recognize these people. I don't. in Santa hats opening presents.
Nope.
Remember that part?
No,
Okay.
no. This is it's a fast moving trailer of just nothing. There's nothing of value in this trailer. It's literally just showing people.
Yeah.
But not telling you anything.
Yeah. I don't know what the plot is at all.
And you should, now you should probably show, not tell, but they're not even showing us anything that's actually happening other than people hugging.
Yeah. Then there's like a woman and a guy that hug somewhere, maybe in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then we get more bragging about these filmmakers that I have never seen any of their work.
Unforgettable filmmaking team.
I don't buy it.
I mean,
I've already forgotten.
So
fuck them. Fuck Richard Curtis.
More like forgettable filmmaking team. And then it's just like, again, cuts of just a bunch of people just hugging. I'm like, okay.
Yep. I think this is an airport maybe this time.
yeah. I think it's definitely an airport. And then we get a little bit more meat now when we cut to
sure. Oh, after the bar scene, right?
And all the hugging. So we cut to Hugh Grant, the mayor of Nottingham there. He's
the prime minister. God.
Whatever.
He's the prime minister.
Yeah. Prime minister, mayor of Nottingham, same thing.
Oh my God.
I mean, he was in the other movie called Nottingham Hill or something like that. Anyway, so he's definitely flirting with, it looks like a younger coworker, which this is already a problem.
Yes, it's going to be wildly inappropriate.
Yeah. I mean, as it moves on, you get a little sense of like, ooh, okay.
I don't think he's making moves on her quite yet. I feel like if anything, she's almost making moves on him at this point.
I mean, there's definitely flirting going on there. Like they're.
Yeah. Well, it starts with her being like, "Oh, hello, David. I mean, sir." And you're like, "Whoa, okay."
All right, that's not
okay, Natalie.
All right, that's just a correcting of terminology for the mayor of Nottingham. Okay, so.
And then this is when we get his wife, right? Presumably.
Yes. Well, no, I don't think it is because. Well, I don't know, right? Because this is Emma Thompson.
Oh, right. Who is Alan Rickman's wife? Maybe.
Well, we think they're in bed. They're in the bedroom together, and he's just like, right. "Oh no, she definitely is." She's like, "Why don't you go easy there?" You know.
So maybe she's like in his cabinet or something.
Maybe Emma Thompson is Hugh Grant's mother or something.
What?
I don't know. I'm just making things up at this point. Fuck it.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that.
This trailer's pretty irritating, so I'm just gonna go with it. So.
Yeah, I like the. That makes it slightly better. So at this point, I didn't know that Emma Thompson was going to be Alan Rickman's wife. And so I was like, I assumed that it was Hugh Grant's wife. And I was like,
I did too.
When she right. And she has the line like, "Oh, 20 years ago, you would have been just his type." It's like, that's a weird thing for your wife to say. And then everyone laughs.
Yeah. Like, So that's how Hugh Grant laughs.
Is Hugh Grant British?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
what's he in? Should I know Hugh Grant?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. How about you go
other than rom-coms? Is it only rom-coms?
How about you Google him later and be like Hugh Grant mid 2000s and see where that gets you.
Yeah. Oh boy. Wait, is he a bad man?
He may have had some problems.
No.
I mean, he's not like, Mel Gibson bad, I don't think. I can't remember the exact situation, but it wasn't, he got caught with
He does have a section on his Wikipedia page. The section is called personality. So
yeah, if you get a whole section on your Wikipedia,
you hate to see that. And then you're in the media section. Subtitles are libel lawsuits, legal issues, phone hacking expose, and that's it.
Yeah. You can you can do a little rabbit hole on that one. So
no. Okay, yeah, I'll do this later.
Save it for part one.
Oh boy.
So then we get the voiceover back again, and he's like, "As they explore that time of year," and there's like they're cutting again like rapidly here, and you get a weird silhouette shot of people I think getting naked, and then again I think we go back to the crowd of people in an airport cheering or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the voiceover comes back. It doesn't matter. When desires are revealed, it's like okay. And then we get a shot of Hugh, his young coworker, and I'm assuming his son in like an octopus costume in a car. Just hanging out, doing her thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's Hugh Grant again. Okay, see, I thought this was a different guy.
He's kind of primary in this. He's the primary focus, I think, in this whole trailer. So
okay. See, now I'm picking up on
starting to get it all.
Yeah. Before we continue on, just wanted one last thing about Hugh Grant. Robert Downey Jr. is on record as quoting him as saying he's kind of a jerk. So if Robert Downey Jr. says you're kind of a jerk,
I mean, if Tony Stark says you're a jerk, you're a super jerk. Oh my god. And then we cut to Liam Neeson and his kid. I think it's his kid. I don't know. Maybe it's this a scene from Taken 4. Who knows? He's just talking to some kid on a bench.
Kidnapped this kid.
He actually did the taking.
Yes.
And the kid who is I already forgot his name, but because it's a complicated name, but he's in Game of Thrones and everything else. Young kid there. And he says he's in love. The little kid says it. And Liam says jokingly, ha ha ha.
Aren't you a little young to be in love?
Yeah. And the kid's like, no.
Okay. And then he just goes, okay. And then it cuts to the next thing. This is so stupid. I hate this already. Why do people like this movie?
I don't know. It's just, I like watching this trailer is just,
I'm devastated.
Yeah. And then we cut to Hans Gruber dancing with a young woman, and then Emma Thompson kind of giving a glare across the dance room floor, being like, not really having it.
Got accordion music now.
Yep, you get the accordion. There's a lot of music cues here. And then we cut to them, looks like at home in their bedroom there, and she's like, hey, your secretary is very pretty.
Yeah.
Be careful there. Yeah.
And that's when we get the narrator being like, secrets are exposed. Whoa.
Oh, wow. All right.
And then we cut to the famous cards scene.
Yeah, is that guy mute, you think? Or is she deaf?
I don't think you can say mute anymore, can you?
Oh shit. What is it? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you can. Is he a mute?
Can I
don't know. It sounds bad.
Oh, can that guy not talk? Is that better? And or can Keira Knightley not hear? Is she hearing impaired? I'm sorry. Is she hearing impaired and is he speaking impaired?
Maybe.
Is that the thing? Oh shit.
That would be stupid. I think that would make too much sense. I don't think it's that kind of movie.
Okay.
I think he's just being a cheeseball.
Okay. And then pretty much like weight shaming her with his cards here.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, why is this a classic scene?
I don't know.
Merry Christmas, Fatso.
Yeah, there's clearly some inside joke here that we'll probably have to get when we watch the movie, but
yeah,
because he does follow it up with "You're perfect to me." So
I can like hear Laurel screaming into her phone right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Assuming Laurel likes this movie, I don't know. Laurel, send us an email.
Let us know.
You're listening to this one. Yeah.
She'll probably text us. She's gonna send us like hate texts or something.
I hope so. That'd be nice.
And then we get a voiceover of "And chances are finally taken."
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to Bilbo Baggins. Is it right? Is that Bilbo Baggins? Martin
Freeman?
Yeah.
It is Martin Freeman, yeah.
And he's hanging out with a girl.
Like the one person I recognize.
Yeah. And he's hanging out and he does a little jump off the stairs like a elf on the shelf. Yay.
He's like a hobbit. He's like a little hobbit.
Hopping off. I don't think you can call them hobbits, man. Hopping off of the top of the stairs.
Sorry.
Like a
British person.
And then we cut right to voiceover again. Universal Pictures reminding us Universal Picture is inviting us. How nice of them. We gotta. Okay. I didn't get an invitation to this, but they're inviting us. And then we get, as they're saying this, we get shots of Bill Nighy. Is that his name? Pronounce Bill Nighy, the science guy. Bill Nighy.
Why are you saying it like that?
How do you pronounce his last name?
Bill Nighy.
I don't think it's just Bill Nighy. Is it just Bill Nighy?
Is it Bill Nye the Science Guy? Because it's not spelled that way.
It's not. It's not Bill Nye the Science Guy. But his last.
I don't know who this is.
You don't know what you don't.
No, I always thought you were talking about Bill Nye. I know who Bill Nye is.
Played the stepdad in Shaun of the
Dead. You don't spell Bill Nye that way.
No, he's British. So I don't know. Maybe the Y is silent, so it's Bill Nye, right?
Sure.
They do things differently.
Oh, I know we're already moved on from that, but do you remember the guy with the cards there? Do you recognize him? I recognize him too.
Yeah, is he the guy from Walking Dead?
Yeah. Read the cards, Coral. Rick.
It's like Jack, whatever. Rick. Yeah. whatever. 4 letters, hard consonant end.
Merry Christmas, Carl. He's the best. Anyway.
Okay. I mean, it looks
Andrew
like
Lincoln. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tice reminded me that he was in this movie. I was like, what? Is he? Why?
So we have shots of Bill Nighy dancing around. He must be some famous person, because then he's on a radio interview, and this will be a very interesting conversation. Yeah, having an interview about having sex with Britney Spears, which okay,
that's the what's the best sex you ever had? And then he goes, Britney Spears, ha ha ha. No, she was rubbish.
Yeah, I think I was watching this part like through my fingers like a little kid. I was like, oh no.
Horrible. Because like however old Bill Nighy is here, he's probably 50s, 60s, and Britney Spears is 21 in year of our Lord 2002 when it was being filmed.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
She's
born the same year as you, buddy.
Oh yeah, look at that. Huh. Okay.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And then we cut back to Hugh there and his young coworker having moments of flirtation, I think, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, right. When she leaves his office.
Yeah. And then he was talking to a picture of a queen painting.
No.
Someone famous. Who was it?
It's Margaret Thatcher, dude.
Oh, right. Margaret
Obligatory
Thatcher.
rotten hell, Margaret Thatcher. We're an anti-Margaret Thatcher podcast, in case you didn't know.
Oh my God. I was like, it's an old lady. It's probably a queen of some sort. And then
it's that bitch, Margaret Thatcher.
He's like, and you have these problems? Of course you did, you sexy minx.
Saucy minx.
Oh, saucy. Yeah. You can see how much I was paying attention at this point.
Yeah. I guess I shouldn't say that bitch, Margaret Thatcher. Just rotten hell, though.
Okay. Then it kind of goes into cut chaos, right?
If it wasn't already, it's even more now.
Yeah. This is just, a classic rom-com. The formula's never changed. You just put the movie into a blender and something comes out that people, I guess, can latch onto.
Put the lime in the coconut.
Just a bunch of quick cuts of pretty much all of the actors kissing each other at some point, which makes me think that everyone wins. I don't know. Or maybe maybe no one does. Hopefully no one does.
The narrator's talking like half the time and I'm not really paying attention. Like the narrator says like something and multiply it by 8. So like, I don't want there to be 8 storylines I have to follow. I know that's kind of the premise of the movie, but
I don't want to multiply anything here.
No, I really don't want that. There's like a woman in a hallway shaking.
So that's Laura Linney. And she kisses a guy and then is like, oh, hold on a second, and then steps away and does like a little excited dance as she kissed this guy and then comes back.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's
awful. And she says, okay, it's done. And then it cuts to a choir. And you're like, why is there a choir on a balcony?
And then we get choir music, I think, or something going on, right?
Yeah, something like that. And then we get our multiply by 8 finally arrives here, right? You want to go through the list?
Oh boy, all the title cards we get.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. We start with we get Hugh Grant, right?
Allegedly.
Liam taking things Neeson. Colin Firth, who did not get a lot of screen time in this trailer, but he's in there. The Kingsman.
He's in this.
Yeah, the Kingsman himself.
The Kingsman.
Kingsman. Laura Linney's in there. Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman. Hans Gruber. Mr. Bean, your favorite actor, Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson.
No, he's a piece of shit too.
And then, of course, our favorite Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
rounds out the cast
like a muffled Michael Caine.
Keira Knightley. It's an easy one. You just put the jaw straight out and that's it.
That's like a Family Guy bit, I think.
So many. That's a Keira Knightley bit. Come on.
You're right. Who am I kidding? Simpsons did it.
Yeah, right. If anything, Simpsons did it first. And then we cut to Bill Nighy, the English science guy.
I hate when you keep saying Bill Nighy because I think you're talking about the science guy.
I double check how to pronounce his last name. And he's like, Christmas is the time to be the ones you love. And he's dressed as Elvis, I think, and with a bottle of I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Oh, that sounds right. I wish that was Mads Mikkelsen instead.
Right?
Don't you?
Wow. No, because I won't be able to do his accent. And then there's just a bunch of super quick cuts of people like doing things, I think, but nothing important.
No, they're like running. Everyone's like running around. Like that's when you get like Hugh Grant's like, I need a car. And then there's people like running around and there's a pond.
I think Colin Firth is like walking out of like a gazebo to a pond. It's just, I don't know. It's
sure.
I didn't stop at every frame. I didn't care. And then it was just a bunch of opening of doors, which...
Yeah, lots of women and doors and little girls.
And then the voiceover is, all you need is love. Actually.
Terrible. And like then that's when the little girls are dancing at the door, right? And Hugh Grant starts singing Good King Wenceslas.
Yep.
And then they just give us the title card, the ultimate romantic comedy for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just
Hugh Grant singing with his driver.
Poorly. Yeah.
And then the end. That's it.
I guess we picked a good one.
We picked a good one that I don't think is actually that good, but
I can't see enjoying this.
No. Let's prognosticate a little bit here. We got a lot to work with.
I think, what do I think? I don't even know who the characters are. Who are the characters?
It's 8 of the same people. 8 storylines with the same people in it, basically.
I guess. All right. My prediction is Hugh Grant gets Me Too'd by Keira Knightley at some point.
I don't think that's
no. And then Laura Linney ends up with Emma Thompson, and Alan Rickman ends up with Colin Firth.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think that's how.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a switcheroo. I think it's like maybe that's why people liked it, because it was, progressive for 2003, like from the era that brought you like American Pie.
Such hits as.
Right? Isn't that where this is going?
Yeah.
Love Actually.
I feel like we're missing one here though. I feel like Hugh Grant, he's the mayor of Nottingham there, right? I wonder if Rowan Atkinson is part of some plot to assassinate the mayor of Nottingham.
Ooh, I hope so.
Right? So that's that. And then Rowan Atkinson somehow stumbles into Rick and Keira Knightley and is like, hey, why can't you speak, guy? And,
right. I think he can speak.
Oh, well, I'm going to go with that he can't. So I'm going to go with that Rick cannot speak.
Okay.
and that Keira Knightley can't hear. Mm-hmm. I think Rowan Atkinson ends up with Keira Knightley and they run off. And everyone else, I don't care. I think everyone else, they just kind of, their life, it doesn't work out. And, they all end up alone. That's Liam Neeson, Colin Firth, Lauren Linney, Emma Thompson, and Alan Rickman. And then I think Mr. Bean and Keira Knightley.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then we find out that Bill Nighy, the English science guy, is actually Keira Knightley's Elvis impersonating father.
Okay.
And I'm just spitballing based on the trailer I saw. So I think I think I feel pretty good about that.
And I think the little kid who's actually 13 has a crush on Margaret Thatcher. And I think that becomes a factor.
Oh,
that's what he's in love with.
Heist movie where maybe he goes in and steals the painting. So he teams up with Mr. Bean and Keira Knightley. Mr. Bean's going to assassinate the mayor of Nottingham, and the kid was going to steal. I love it. Yeah.
Or Liam Neeson helps him kidnap Margaret Thatcher. She was still alive.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Sure. Whatever.
I think he does a Taken. I think he does a reverse Taken with Margaret Thatcher.
So Liam Neeson's like, hey, kid, who's the one person you want to take on this planet? The kid's like, Thatcher.
You're in luck. I've got a very particular set of skills.
Okay, so maybe Liam Neeson doesn't end up alone. So him and the kid.
I think him and the kid
go in to steal the
Margaret Thatcher.
Your painting.
No,
or her.
Real
Her. Oh, just actually. Okay, steal her.
Yep.
Okay. While at the same time, the parallel storyline of Mr. Bean and Keira Knightley going to assassinate.
Yes.
Okay.
Alan Rickman.
I mean, I don't know. I think we nailed it.
I don't think that went off the rails at all.
No.
You can't. No one can know what would possibly happen this like from the trailer, right?
No. There's no way. It's just like, oh, everyone's happy and it's the holidays. How many? Well, we saw an airport, so we're gonna get a running in the airport moment.
And it's 2003, so they're gonna have to take off their shoes.
Whole thing, belts, shoes.
Yep.
It's going to be not as romantic as people think.
Although it's not America, so
good point.
Maybe it won't be that bad.
I don't know how things went down over there with that. So
me neither.
Okay, maybe we should stop talking now. So
wild speculation.
All right. Well, anything else you need to touch on for that trailer?
I think we nailed it. I think we did it. I think we outdid ourselves here.
Yeah, I don't think that wasn't a disaster at all. So I feel pretty good about this. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with the full breakdown of this holiday hit for the holidays, the ITMT holiday special, Love Actually. But in the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, or ITMT Pod on Twitter. And you should subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts or follow us. I think it's different on different services. So, just click the button.
Yeah. It's different on all the services.
Just click buttons. You do it all day anyways. Just click the buttons.
A couple more never hurt, is what they always say.
It's just literally 2 more buttons you got to click in your day.
And while you're clicking buttons, you might as well leave us a review too, because we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, give some holiday cheer to us, huh?
Yeah, actually, you know what? We've never done anything like this. Listeners, if you write a 5-star review, don't care what you write, just write words, some kind of words. Leave us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Send a screenshot to our email, which I was going to say later. It's itsthistmeetsthat@gmail.com. I'll send you some ITMT merch.
Wow.
TBD what it's going to be.
Wow.
But I will send you some. I will physically mail you something in your email with your picture. Wow. Give me your address too. Yeah. And I'll mail you something.
I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
Huh? Get some reviews. It's called Demand Gen, but for reviews.
I love it.
Jen. And then you can also just go to our website and listen to the rest of the episodes while you're like on an ITMT binge, right? Which is itsthismeetsthat.com.
We know you have the next 2 weeks off. We know you're not doing anything. So,
oh yeah,
we know you're gonna be on planes or driving or maybe staying home.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get those projects done you want to get done. So just put ITMT on shuffle and let it roll.
Yeah, drink a bunch of eggnog, throw on ITMT.
Before you know it, you'll listen to 5 episodes and your life will be changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. I don't know. All the holidays. Solstice.